For 8 years I believed I had it all. A loving wife, Sarah, a beautiful home, and a life that felt like a fairy tale. Her love was the sun I orbited around, warm and constant. Or so I thought. We were high school sweethearts, the couple everyone said was destined to be together forever. We built our life from scratch, brick by brick, laugh by laugh. Every morning she'd leave a little note on the coffee machine, a simple, "Have a great day, my love," or a doodle of a heart. It was these small things, these seemingly insignificant gestures, that made our bond feel unbreakable. But over the past few months, a subtle chill had crept into our home. It wasn't one big thing, but a series of small, almost imperceptible shifts. The notes by the coffee machine became less frequent. The easy laughter that once filled our evenings was replaced by a quiet tension. Sarah was more distant, her phone seemingly glued to her hand. When I'd ask who she was texting, she'd wave it off with a casual, "Oh, just my sister," or "a group chat from work." I wanted to believe her. I desperately wanted to believe that the foundation of our life was as solid as ever. I told myself I was being paranoid, that the stress from my job was making me see shadows where there were none. We all have busy periods, right? It was normal for a long-term relationship to have its ebbs and flows. But a gnawing feeling in my gut told me otherwise. It was a cold, persistent dread that I couldn't shake. Her excuses for coming home late started to stack up. Stuck in traffic, a last-minute meeting, drinks with the girls. Each excuse was plausible on its own, but together they formed a pattern I couldn't ignore. The breaking point came on a Tuesday. It was our anniversary, our 8th. I had come home early, armed with a bouquet of her favorite peonies and reservations at the restaurant where I had proposed. I wanted to surprise her, to reignite that spark I felt was dimming. The house was quiet when I walked in. I called her name, but there was no answer. That's when I saw it. Her work laptop, left open on the kitchen counter. It wasn't unusual, but something drew me to it. A notification was blinking on the screen, a message from a name I didn't recognize. Alex. The message itself was hidden, but the preview was enough to make my blood run cold. It said, "Can't stop thinking about last night. You were incredible." My heart hammered against my ribs. I felt a wave of nausea wash over me. This couldn't be real. It had to be a mistake, a misunderstanding. Maybe Alex was a new female colleague I hadn't heard of. Maybe last night was just a successful work project. My mind scrambled for any plausible explanation, anything to avoid the sickening truth staring me in the face. With trembling hands, I moved the cursor. My mind was at war with itself. One part of me screamed to close the laptop, to walk away and pretend I'd seen nothing, to preserve the fragile illusion of our perfect life. But another, stronger part needed to know the truth. I couldn't live in a world of maybes and what-ifs. I needed certainty, no matter how painful it might be. I clicked on the message icon, and my world shattered. It wasn't just one message. It was a river of them, stretching back for months. An entire secret life that Sarah had been living right under my nose. There were paragraphs of flirtatious banter, discussions about secret meeting spots, and explicit descriptions of their time together. They shared inside jokes I wasn't a part of, pet names I had never heard. The most painful part was reading her words about me. "He's so predictable," one message read. "He has no idea. It's almost too easy." The woman who wrote those words was a stranger to me. The loving, gentle Sarah I knew had been replaced by someone deceitful and cruel. I scrolled and scrolled, each message a fresh stab to the heart. There were photos, too. Pictures of them at a cozy cafe I'd never been to, laughing at a park during a work lunch. A selfie of them looking far too comfortable in a hotel room. I recognized the scarf she was wearing in one of them. I had bought it for her last birthday. The pain was physical. It felt like I couldn't breathe, like the walls were closing in around me. The peonies I was holding slipped from my grasp, scattering across the floor. I must have sat there for an hour just staring at the screen, the evidence of her betrayal burning into my memory. The loving notes by the coffee machine, the goodnight kisses, the I love yous. It all felt like a performance. Had any of it been real? Or was I just a convenient placeholder, a safety net while she sought excitement elsewhere? The fairy tale had become a horror story, and I was the unsuspecting fool at the center of it all. When I heard her key in the door, a cold calm washed over me. The hurt was still there, a raw, gaping wound, but it was now overlaid with a strange sense of clarity. I didn't yell. I didn't scream. I just turned the laptop screen towards her as she walked in, a bright smile on her face that faltered the second she saw what I was looking at. The color drained from her face. The silence in the room was deafening, broken only by the sound of her purse dropping to the floor. Her love had felt so real, so all-encompassing. But in the end, it was just a story she told me, while she was writing a completely different one with someone else. Discovering those hidden messages didn't just break my heart, it broke my reality. And now, I had to figure out how to pick up the pieces of a life I no longer recognized. It's a long road, but it's a road I have to walk to find my own truth again. Thank you for listening to my story. If you've been through something similar, know that you're not alone. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more stories. Stay strong.